Hello, this is Spartacus here, and today I got some Borderlands 2 gameplay for you guys on the Xbox 360. And this game is very good. I really do enjoy this game, and I kind of just want to talk to you guys about why I pretty much enjoy this game. I mean, I'm probably not going to mention everything in this video because I still haven't beat the game yet. I mean, I got this game like really late, like probably a year after it's been already out. And now I'm thinking about getting it for the Xbox One, where there's a Borderlands game called the Handsome Jack Collection, which is for the Xbox One, I believe, for PlayStation 4. And that in the Handsome Jack Collection is Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel. Now, I was thinking about getting it, but because I thought it came with all three Borderlands games, Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel, but only comes with 2 in the pre-sequel. So I don't know if I'm going to get it yet because, first of all, I've already played the second Borderlands game. I have not played the pre-sequel, but I heard it's not that great. So I don't know. I mean, I'll just have to see what I do if I do get it or not. But in the gameplay you guys are watching, I believe the very first part is I'm trying to kill Handsome Jack, so like double, like kind of like a decoy of himself pretty much. And in this gameplay you're probably going to see that my aim's like pretty bad because this was like the first game of the day that I played, and aiming wasn't very good, and I haven't played this game in a long time, so I kind of forgot the controls a little bit. Then I believe the second part, I can't remember what happens with the second part, but you guys will find out eventually. So why do I like this game? I kind of like the animation to the game. I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a comic book animation theme. I think that's really cool. That's something that I think Borderlands did right. I can't remember the game creators, but whatever the game creators' names are, I forgot the company's name. I think it's not Rockstar, Naughty Dog. I can't remember, but anyway, I like the textures and the animations in the game because it looks like you're kind of in a comic book, you could say, right? Like it's kind of comic book animation, and that's what I think is really cool about it. And another thing that's really cool about this game is that it's humorous and it's funny. Like they always try to add like these little funny things in the game, which I think is pretty nice of them to do. The characters, like the Vault Hunters, Handsome Jack himself, and then like Claptrap, which basically just a robot that's kind of wild, I guess you could say. I don't know. I mean, like this game, like it also plays very good. It's a 4-player co-op game where basically it's a free roam 4-player co-op game. It's not like multiplayer where you go up against other people, like actual online other people like Call of Duty and stuff like that. You're actually playing against like AI controlled characters. It's kind of it's not really an MMO game, but it is definitely like a free roam game. So like it's pretty much like, maybe if you guys have ever played Skyrim, you could say it's like that game, only like it's with guns and it's more futuristic. It's not, well, it's nothing like Skyrim, but to me this game, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. Like it's just a pretty fun game is all I can say. Is with all the with the guns, like the guns themselves, like there's different types of guns where like some of them, which I believe like some of them are like explosive damage, where basically when you shoot them, when the bullets come out, they explode, I guess you can say, when they hit something. And they have corrosive damage weapons, which is basically like you're shooting acid, like the bullets like do acid damage, where it kind of burns on them after you're not shooting at them for a little bit or whatever. The corrosive weapons do work against robots, I believe, and then they have the other one, I cannot remember, it's like the purple type of like weapons you can use. I don't know can't remember what they're called, but I'm not really 100% sure what they do either, but I think it just like weakens them when they're infected by the purple stuff, I believe. And then of course there's like normal bullets. Then there's the fire bullets, which I don't have any guns that do fire bullets or fire damage or whatever, and I needed to complete this mission in order to use those type of weapons. And basically what that does, of course, it's quite simple. When you shoot at them, they burn and like they go on fire, I believe. I mean, I need a fire weapon to complete that mission, and it really makes me mad how I don't have one. I even looked at all my volts and all that stuff. And of course they have like rocket launchers and snipers in this game. Like the snipers are pretty good. I mean, they have like scopes, so they're actually meant for you to be far back and take out enemies. And then rockets, of course, maybe if there's a big boss and you have a rocket and just shoot it at that boss, and it'll take a lot of damage maybe. But yeah, the guns are very unique themselves. Like some of the pistols that I have. Um, if you hip fire with the pistol, like you'll do like a single fire action pistol, so you have to keep pressing the trigger or bullets come out. But when you aim down sight, it's like a 2 or 3 burst pistol. Like it starts shooting 3 bullets every time you pull the trigger or something like that. When as you hip fire, it only shoots 1 bullet at a time. So I think that's very unique about some of the weapons. And another thing is that when you die in this game, that you have a second chance. Like if you kill an enemy while you're like on final stand or whatever, you can actually get second wind and come back up. And if you get down again, there's like a bar that tells you like how long you have before you can like have a second chance to get back up and kill an enemy. And usually if you keep dying over and over again, if you get second wind, then that bar will go down faster and faster. So it's pretty hard and if you keep dying. But like there's 4 different Volt Hunters in the game. There are DLC characters you can buy, but I'm not gonna buy any DLC for this game. I don't see the point if I don't play it very often. I know one of them is a commando. The other one's a midget. I can't remember what his name is. I can't remember any of the names to be quite honest with you, but I think I'm playing one of the female characters in this gameplay. Yep, I am. Okay, so, I don't know, I can't remember their names, but, like, the person who I play as, each one has, like, a special ability. Her special ability is I'm able to levitate, like, some enemy up in the air, and with, like, a purple ring, like they're inside a purple ball pretty much, and they can stay up in the air for they can stay there for like a limited time, but they can't attack you, and it's a good chance for you to attack them, and then once you actually do kill them while they're still in that purple ball, you can gain your health back too, which I think is pretty cool. And you can also upgrade all these abilities. You can also upgrade your fire rate to weapons and all that stuff. And I think the commando's special ability is like dual wield guns, or is that the midget? I think the midget has like dual wield weapons when you use his special ability. But then again, I don't play this game so often, I can't remember everything. I just don't play this game very often, which I really think I should. And I think if I do get this for the Xbox One, then I'll definitely play it a lot more. I see it like I'm just like total brain farting right now. I don't know what else to say. But the storyline, which is basically is pretty interesting. I don't really know how the first Borderlands storyline turns out, but the second game kind of explains it to you anyway. Where there's 4 different Volt Hunters, and you're basically trying to kill Handsome Jack because he's kind of like taken over these certain areas, and it's not a good thing, pretty much. and so like the storyline is pretty interesting. You're basically just trying to get to Handsome Jack, but then of course he has like all these other boss stages you have to go through. It's pretty simple storyline in my opinion, but it's also a pretty funny game because some of the things they say in like the audio chat and stuff, and you can pick up like audio logs as well, and they say some pretty funny things like Handsome Jack, he has a horse, and he calls the horse's name is Butt Stallion, which I think is pretty funny. And I mean, the game is just really interesting itself. If you have not played Borderlands 2, then I highly recommend you play it. It'll probably be very addicting. Of course, it'll be a lot better if you play with friends, but like for me, I actually have played this game with friends, and right now, actually, I have like over $20 million, I think, because one of my friends, he like mod the game or something where he has so much money, or he has like a really good gun or something like that. I don't know, like one of my friends, he used to play this game like all the time, and so he had so much money, so he just gave me like a whole bunch of his money, and so I could like do anything I want with that money. And but another thing is that weapons, like you cannot pick up some weapons. Like some weapons, you have to be a certain level to use them. Like of course, the higher level you are, you can pick up weapons at that level that are a lot better than the lower level weapons, pretty much. And so your friends, like let's say you just started the game, you're a level 1 or whatever, and you're playing a game with your friend who's like level 50, which there's 50 levels, I think. And he has like these really good guns, and you'll be like, oh, can I have like one of those weapons so that way I can start off in a good start with a good weapon, right? He can't give you those weapons because they're high level weapons, and they just won't. You cannot use them because you're a low level. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing they add in the game or a bad thing. I think it's probably a good thing because I mean, when someone like reaches a high level and has all these good weapons, they just give their lower levels, give those weapons to lower level people, and basically it'll just kind of break the game, or like it's not as challenging, I guess you can say, because this game can be challenging. I think it's very challenging playing by yourself, but it's of course it's definitely a lot more fun to play with other people as well. I don't really know what else to say. Like, I mean, there's like different types of enemies you can fight. There's like types of, like, I guess you can call them aliens. I mean, they're technically aliens because you can go to, like, because you're like on the world Pandora, but you can go to a lot of different areas in Pandora though. Like there's scallywags, there's robots you have to fight, a lot of robots in like more of the city areas. So yeah, it's basically like different types of aliens. I know there's scallywags and I can't really think of what the other names are, but anyway, another thing is that you can determine like certain like aliens or robots. You can determine like how hard they are by like just the names of them. Like first of all, there could be like a name of a robot. I can't remember any of the names for some reason, but like the most hardest, like let's say you have a certain type of alien and there's like these normal ones where they're not that hard to kill, but like the harder ones, like the hardest one of that kind of like species, they call them badasses, which I think is pretty funny. Like all the hard enemies, like the hardest enemies to fight in the game are called badasses. Like some of them are called like badass. What was the name I just said earlier? Scallywag or whatever. I can't remember. Like they'll call them badasses. I think it's pretty funny how the harder enemies are called badasses. That's another thing that's pretty humorous about the game, is that they call the harder enemies badasses, which I think is pretty funny. But like what I'm seeing on my screen right now is like a loader robot. You guys probably aren't seeing it right now because I'm probably gonna edit like this 40-minute video right here because I have 40 minutes of gameplay footage. I'm gonna cut it out into certain parts and show the good parts to you guys. I really don't know what else to say here. I mean, this isn't really much of a review for Borderlands 2. I probably should have said that at the beginning. It's just what I really think of the game. Obviously, I really do enjoy it. It's a pretty addicting game in my opinion, but right now what I like to do, like every year, I just love grinding through the prestiges in Call of Duty, and once I get to like the highest level there is, I don't really play it as much anymore because I like to experiment in other games, and right now I'm kind of doing that, even though I'm like not even close to getting to Grandmaster Prestige in Advanced Warfare. But you know what? I'm actually sort of close. I mean, I'm in the Master Prestige, the Gold Prestige emblems right now, and I just Prestige recently, so I'll probably head back on that after making this video and start ranking up again. And also Battlefield 4, that's also a very good game. Really do enjoy playing that game. That's a very good game. I played that a lot last summer with my friends. Oh, I'm like level 82 right now or something. But yeah, Borderlands 2, very, very, very good game. Highly recommend it if you have not played it yet. I mean, my thoughts on this game is that it's like, if I had to rate it from like 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, of course, I'd probably rate it maybe an 8 or 9. I'll have to say maybe a 9 or 10 actually. Yeah, 9 or 10. I mean, the game isn't perfect. I think like you can pick up these rare items called iridium, I believe it is, like purple, like kind of rocks, glowy rocks. And you can use it to upgrade certain stuff. I can't remember if you use it to upgrade certain stuff or you use it to buy like customizable items or something. I can't remember, but when I find out that like that's the only thing you use them for, I just didn't think like picking up those pieces were any useful. But yeah, I think I would rate this game 9. I mean, is there anything bad about this game? Like, what should I be concerned about this game? It's challenging, I guess. I mean, of course, I think playing one thing that makes a video game makes you want to play it over and over again is a video game that's challenging, and I think that's a good thing about this game. It's pretty challenging, especially when you start off. Something bad about this game, it's very hard to figure out something bad about a Borderlands game. And my computer just went black there for a second. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't really know anything bad about this game, but I will rate it 9 out of 10 just because it does take a while to like grind up your ranking up, and it does take a while to rank up in this game and level up, I should say. Because right now I'm only level 23 right now, and that's technically not really high, but it's kind of average in my opinion. But yeah, this is pretty much it for the video, you guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And hopefully someday I'll actually beat Borderlands 2. I really hope I actually beat this game one day, because I do not play it very often. And I'll just have to see what happens in the future. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And don't forget to leave a rating for whatever you guys feel this video deserves. And subscribe to my channel for videos almost every day, because right now I haven't been making much YouTube videos lately. But yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already for more videos, mostly Call of Duty stuff, but like this video right here, I'm playing other games. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I shall see you guys later.